Hi everyone, it's day 3 of the Bison video blog from Frisco, Texas in the FCS Championship game along with Jeff Kolpak and Eric Peterson. I'm Tom Izzo. We're minus a special guest in our video blog today.
Where's the cowboy hat, Kolpak?
It's bigger than life. It's bigger than life. Couldn't handle it
It's
anymore.
taking on a life of its own. Everybody recognizing, they're asking Jeff where the cowboy hat was today. And speaking of that, there was a tremendous amount of people at the open practice for the Bison this afternoon. This seemed like a spring game in terms of the amount of people that were there this afternoon.
You know, we got here Wednesday, and we really didn't see, Don, very many Bison fans trickling around at all. Yesterday, a little more. Today, like the cavalry came. Everybody was here. The practice field was lined up with hundreds of people. There's over 100 ex-players today. And I thought it was a really nice attribute or tribute that head coach Craig Bull did at the conclusion of practice, easy for me to say, with bringing all the ex-players out there, and it was a nice touch.
It was a nice touch. You can just see there's a lot of respect both on the current players and the former players to say that you're about to do something special tomorrow. That was pretty neat.
And it was pretty cool talking to Tyler Roll saying, okay, which side are you going to be on, the assistant coach side or the player side? And of course, he's with the players, but I think his quote was, it got you goosebumps.
Yep, absolutely. E, you and I both talked to the Bison players today, and also you talked to the Sam Houston players about it's going to be a restless night. It's going to be a restless night for me. I'm not playing. I'm excited about this tomorrow. What did you get a sense hearing from the players about how this is trying to be a normal night tonight?
It ran the gamut. You know, DJ McNorton said he's going to be in a reflective mood, kind of looking back at his career. You know, Coulter Boyer is like, I'm going to try to relax, try to get some sleep. You know, you talk to Andrew Grothman, he's like, I don't think I can sleep. You know, Tim Flanders from Sam Houston State says he's going to read and says he doesn't have a problem, you know, getting to sleep before the game. So everybody has to deal with it in their own way. People deal with the pressure differently, and, you know, everyone's going to be cranked up come noon tomorrow.
Being cranked up tonight is going to be interesting because I know you're heading to the big media or the alumni function for the Bison that's in Plano. We're hearing anywhere between 2,500 to 5,000 that could be at this event tonight to pump up things for tomorrow.
A lot of us are doing quotes of that, I think, with Kevin Schnefster in the main story. But I think they're planning for 5,000 people, Dom, as a top-end number. And judging by today, again, it seemed like spring training camp at Vikings or something. So a lot of green and gold in this area.
Talking to the players today, did you get a sense that they're focused now, that the looseness that we saw on Wednesday and Thursday is gone?
I did, but you know, I can never really tell. You know, you watch guys warming up in basketball and they're sinking everything, and then comes game time, they throw up bricks. So, and I think the head coach said as much. You do everything you can to prepare, but in the middle of the first quarter is when you really know if things are going right.
You ready for this tomorrow?
I think I'm ready, and like, you know, the players, I don't know. I've prepared. I've got all my stuff together. I think I'm mentally ready to go. But when that ball, you know, hits the air in the kickoff, that's when I'll see if I'm ready.
How about you? Are you ready?
Well, you need to find a cowboy hat that fits you.
Yeah, I think, you know, I wanted to get a 10-gallon hat. Kolpak's got about an 8-gallon hat because that did not fit very well.
The gauntlet has been thrown down for me to wear tomorrow. It's our last day in Frisco, so you could probably somewhat count for that somewhere during either our pregame show or postgame show tomorrow. So that'll wrap it up for day 3 of the video blog. Much more on Inforum.com with Eric and Jeff. WDAY, your home for great exclusive Bison stuff as well. We're back tomorrow with the pregame show at 10:30 here from FC Dallas Stadium, NDSU and Sam Houston for the national championship.